Funko Pop figures are everywhere these days. They appeal to children as toys, collectors as trophies, and fans around the world as a memento of their favorite franchises. There are Funko figures of almost any franchise in the world: Marvel, DC, Harry Potter, Pokemon. There is no IP in the world that cannot be melted into plastic and turned into a bobblehead. But also, the brand and figurine empire expands far beyond that. Currently, there are Funko Pops about real people, like presidents, film directors, and more. But what it says about our culture, the fact that we equate US presidents with movie and video game characters, is an issue for another day. The success of Funko, though, cannot simply be encapsulated in saying that they have found a foothold in the bobblehead figure market. Instead, I believe that their impact on our society and their industry is much more significant. They have become the collectible item. They have managed to successfully privatize behind the brand the very concept of merchandising. They have designed the ultimate figurine, more approachable than an action figure and more displayable than a toy. The reign of Funko Pop has only begun, with the company having hit over $1 billion in aggregated sales last in 2021, and with production of both existing and new lines of vinyl figures being increased in 2022, I am almost certain that Funko Pop will become a gatekeeper to the merchandising market. When the earth ends, be it in fire or ice, the shelves of stores and children's bedrooms will still be full of Funko figures. As the world collapses, the fall of humanity will be reflected in their dark eyes, as they bob their heads to the rhythm of our Armageddon. Welcome to Rebel Economics, where today we will look at how Funko became the king of merchandising, and how they are in perfect position to further dominate the market. But first, if you enjoy our content, please consider subscribing. It really does have a tremendous impact. Thank you. And with that being said, let's get into the video. Funko is a toy company from the United States, famous mainly for its collectible vinyl figures in the form of bobblehead dolls. Funko Pops are figurines with a particular design, based on the Japanese chibi concept and childlike style of their characters. They have reduced bodies and large heads. Founded in 1998 by Mike and Claudia Becker, Funko was originally conceived as a small project to create various low-tech nostalgia-themed toys. The company first manufactured bobblehead was the well-known restaurant advertising icon, the Big Boy mascot. 20 years later, the company has signed agreements to create licensed products based on hundreds of very popular commercial brands in television, comics, video games, music, or sports such as Marvel, DC Comics, the WWE, Lucasfilm, Sony Pictures, Paramount, or Nickelodeon. In addition to figures, it also sells many other different products, such as plush toys, action figures, board games, or electronic products, such as lamps or headphones. These, however, cannot approach the sheer impact that their flagship bobblehead figurines have had. The Funko slogan, "Everyone is a fan of something," can be felt in their creative philosophy, whereby almost no franchise is too obscure or old-fashioned to be turned into a dark-eyed figurine, with Captain America figures sometimes sharing shelf space with characters of the 1992 show Golden Girls, and the cast of the original Wizard of Oz movie. When it comes to their financials, the publicly traded company is solid as a rock, with a revenue growth of 34% as compared to 2021. Funko Pop's main product offering remains the bobblehead figurines, but in the previous year, their sister brand Loungefly reported an astounding 114% growth in their licensed pop culture-inspired merchandise. The company, it would seem, remains as strong as ever, and the impact of the brand Loungefly is just the beginning. The CEO of the company reported the following: "We are thrilled to report second quarter net sales to cap off the strongest first half net sales in Funko's history. All of our reported brand categories grew double digits, indicating robust demand across the brand portfolio." It is undeniable that Funko has taken the merchandising world by storm. The sheer impact of their product in today's market is nothing short of remarkable. But I don't believe that Funko's strength lies in the product itself, and neither does Wall Street. In a recent report on the company by Watchmarket, they indicated that the true power of Funko to revolutionize the industry was in their unparalleled ability to establish brand deals with so many different IP owners. Funko has managed to insert itself in the merchandising supply chains of Essentially, every large media company in the planet, even companies notoriously protective of their brand characters, like Disney and Nintendo, have caved to the Funko craze. And it is not like they don't have alternative avenues for the distribution of figures of their products. For example, Nintendo Amiibo Collection could have served as a parallel mechanism to supply the world with their favorite Pokemon characters. Yet, they went the partnership route. Funko has become the ultimate middleman in one of the most profitable industries in the world. In our video on why Pokemon is the infinite franchise, we talk about how, when you really look at the numbers of large media conglomerate, like Nintendo or the MCU, you quickly notice that games and movies are just trailers to incite hype for the real moneymaker, merchandise. To a large degree, the entire entertainment and media market is just one big advertisement to get you to buy branded toys, shirts, and yes, vinyl figures. And Funko has managed to position itself in the dead center of that. Additionally, the merchandising market in itself is largely a profitable endeavor provided that the brand behind all the little trinkets produced is a strong one. The actual production cost and packaging of each Funko Pop is so tiny that it's practically 100% profit. Additionally, as reported by Vox in 2019, the sheer flawless orchestration of their entire production chain is tremendously optimized. They said, an investor presentation from the company boasted that a new pop can be designed and submitted to a licensor in 24 hours, modeled into a prototype in 45 days, and sourced from facilities in Asia while maintaining quality control in just 15 days. Funko also prides itself on its lowest production cost, with each figurine costing between $5,000 and $7,500 to develop. This is just absolutely incredible. The fact that a new line of Funko Pops can essentially be configured and brought to market in little more than a couple of months gives Funko an unprecedented ability to create new franchise figurines as the demand for them naturally originates. This ability to do successfully what I can only call manufacturing flexibility is an astounding way of responding to the capricious ebbs and flows of customer interest in brands and franchises in the West and the world. Perhaps with more secure brands that score hit after hit, this ability to quickly bring in a new line of pops to market is not so essential, since at the end of the day, when, for example, Marvel releases a new movie, the smart move should be to already have Funko Pops in shelves, instead of waiting to see how the movie will do. It will do fine, it is Marvel. But for more risky franchises, which the brand might not feel so comfortable sinking the cost of production and distribution into until actual interest is shown, this flexible and hastily production methodology is a fantastic mechanism to both reduce risk by waiting to see the actual interest in the IP and being able to still partake on the profits of the brand. Take for example Netflix's Sandman adaptation. Prior to its release, fans of the graphic novel, myself included, were terrified it was going to be a train wreck, and interest in the show never seemed too high online. If Funko was able to tap into enough market data to detect this disinterest, it might have decided to hold on to check what the streaming figures were for the show on its first week, and then, when its success or failure was confirmed, adapt their production accordingly and still have a line of figurines in stores by fall. Additionally to their ability to invest into new and profitable branded items, their sheer ingenuity in license securing and their manufacturing flexibility, the very nature of their products denotes Funko's ability to generate demand for figurines, not only chase it. Besides a standard line of Funko figures that might represent, for example, the Justice League characters, the company leans into its identity as an item for collectors with chase variants. Put simply, a chase variant is any Funko product within a series that is a rare variation on the original mold, originally produced and shipped at a ratio of 1 to 36, that has since increased to a ratio of 1 to 6. These variants can be as mundane as color change or as complex as a totally new mold. Common variances include different molds or character poses, a fuzzy finish, metallic paint, glitter, and translucence. These are randomly inserted into shipments and are highly sought after by collectors, often reselling for much higher prices. Some examples of these chase variants might be, instead of the standard figure based on Eleven with her short hair from season 1 of Stranger Things, receiving one where she's wearing the blonde wig that the boys provide for her in the show. This ability to incite demand and gamifying the process of purchase is extremely powerful. The fact that while purchasing a Funko Pop online at the Funko store, you might receive a Chase variant is fascinating, and not a mechanism that many other companies can emulate. I believe that all of these features make Funko Pop the rare beast in the merchandising industry, capable of not only satisfying the fans' want for memorabilia from their favorite franchises, but also validating it. Funko looks at pop culture through the eyes of the fans and seems to whisper, "Yeah, I get it. Being a nerd about movies and video games is fun. Let's do it together." This feeling can be felt in the overall high quality of most of their products. An achievement unto itself, consider the sheer volume of different lines being developed each and every year. And the gamified notion of the Chase variants, that imbue the entire process with the feel of a treasure hunt. I think Funko's place in popular and fan cultures is earned. The mechanisms that they have put in place, both in license handling, manufacturing, and distribution, are some of the best ones I have ever seen. They are masters at chasing demand and have tremendous power to generate it. All of these virtues have firmly positioned the company as the merchants of fandom in the 21st century. Some people might see Funko Pop figures and see nothing reflected in those black, lifeless eyes. But the gaping hole of capitalism that seeks to make a brand out of everything and then sell it to us as a plastic toy. But considering how low effort, bad quality, and downright insulting to fans much of the merchandising world is, having a dominant player in the market capable of understanding fans and guaranteeing a level of quality that does not seem disrespectful is a wonder. We could have had it much, much worse. So thank you for watching Rebel Economics. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. As you might have noticed, I fell into the Funko Pop trap some years back, and to be perfectly honest, it took me a while to get out of it. I also remember that my girlfriend got me a bearded Captain America from Infinity War, and I freaking love that one. It has been on my desk in every office I have ever worked in, and I just love to have it. And this is a love that I simply just don't have for other figurines. So if you like our content, subscribing is a fantastic way of staying in the know each time that we release a video. Also, clicking the bell helps. So leave a comment saying which Funko figure has a place in your heart. For me, it has to be Bearded Cap, and I am looking forward to hear from all of you. For some more merchandising business content, check out our Pokemon video. It is one of my favorites. I am so proud of that one. And for something different, check the other recommended video on the screen. Thank you so much for dropping by, and I'll see you in the next one.